Hello and welcome. So in this video we will be doing the day 16 challenge, which is about forensic. Specifically about registry forensics. We will be learning about what is Windows Registry and we will also learn how to investigate them. So before moving to the actual challenge, let me tell you the story quickly. So in very short, the story is that one of the TBFC system was compromised by these guys. So what we will be doing is we have joined their forensic team. Some people are investigating the logs, memory dumps and stuff. And what we will be doing is we will be investigating the Windows registries. Let me click on the check so that we can move to the task 2. So what actually is Windows registry? Think of it like the human brain. You know how the human brain store information like how you behave, your morning routine, your habits and recent memories, right? Similarly, Windows operating system also need a kind of brain to store its system settings, hardware configuration and user preferences. And you know what? Windows operating system already has its brain, to which we call Windows registry. Now the thing is, not all of these system settings, hardware configuration and user preferences etc. are not stored in one place. These are stored in different locations, to which we called hives. Hives basically are separate files that are stored in different locations. As you can see this table, we have different kind of hives. In first column we have the hive name. These are all the names, and the second column is contains. It tells us what the specific hive contains, like is it about services or softwares or system configuration. And then we have the location column. The location column shows us where each hive is located. So if you look at this path, we have the system hive at this location, security at this location and software at this location, and you can see the rest of them as well. Now these are just few hives, not all of them. Now we know a little bit about the registry. What we will be doing next is to learn how to use the registry. So it's really simple. We have already a built-in tool in Windows which is called registry editor. It basically allows us to view all the registry data available in all of the hives. Let me open the machine so that we can do it practically. Okay, so we are on the machine. Over here you can see the green icon, right? This is the registry editor icon. We can also type registry editor over here and then we can click OK. After clicking it, something like that will open in front of us. As you can see right here, we have all these directories. These are just for organizing the hives. So if we click on this is like a tree-like type. This hardware directory contains all hardware related hives, and this security directory contains all the security related hives, and same for this contains the software related hives and this system related hives. Next, what we will do, as you can see in example 1, we will be seeing a registry that contains information related to USB devices that were connected to the system before. So to view that registry, we will go to the system hive as it's in the system hive. First we will open the registry editor. Next we will go to this path, and then over here like on this window we will see USB devices information like model and device ID. Over here you can see the information related to the manufacturer, and then here we can see a unique number that is for the identification of the devices. Each device has its own unique number. And now we can see the example 2. If we go to this registry, what we will see is every command we run when we press Windows plus R, it will be stored over here, and we can see it actually here. Now let's go to the registry forensic part. What we actually discuss in registry forensic is that like when a system is compromised, so the incident response team actually do the forensic of all the stuff they can gather data from to understand what actually happened. So what they do is they investigate the registry event logs, file system data, memory data and other relevant data. As we just discussed that registry contain a wide range of data about the Windows operating system, so it's a goal for the incident response team. We can actually see what program were run and what files were accessed. Along with that, we can see what devices were connected and what searches were performed. Actually, the registry provides so much more information to the investigator to understand the incident more better. This right here, this table shows us some of the very useful registry keys. So as you can see, this right here store information about the application that were launched using the GUI. You can read the table yourself, like everything is given, and it's not that hard to understand. Actually, we have some problem with the registry editor for forensic purpose. Like when a system is compromised and they want to do the incident investigation, they can't actually do it on the device that it was compromised. It is because that there is a chance that the registry might be modified by the action they perform. So what they do is they collect or like export the registry hives, then open them on another device. But then we got another problem. Some values are in binary which we can't read. But then we got another problem which is that some of the values in the registry hive are in binary form, which are not readable. We can't read that. So to solve that problem, we have something registry explorer. As mentioned here, this is an open source tool made by someone. What this does is it takes out the binary data out of the registry and then the investigator can analyze them. We can now move to the practical part. So what we will be doing in this is that this system was compromised and we will be doing some investigation. So for that, let me open the machine so that we can do it practically. So step 1 we have is that we will first open this registry explorer by clicking on this green icon over here. So as you can see, we have opened the registry explorer. Now what we will do next is that we will click on the file option and then we will click on the load hive, and over here in this directory we have all the hives stored. So we will click on this and then let's see what we will do next. So one important thing over here is that when you are loading the registry hive, it is important to note that some of them might be dirty. What it means is that when the hives are collected from the compromised system, some of them can be incomplete. So to make sure we open the right one, we will click on the load hive, and after that we will click on our desired hive. And what we will do next is to hold shift and then we will click on that. This will help us to completely open the hive. So let's do it that. So I have clicked on the system and I have also pressed the shift. Now let's click on the open. So actually I have imported all of the hives. Okay, so after loading all of the hive, we will do the investigation now. So let's see what we will do actually. First we will find out what application was installed on this system before the abnormal activity started. As you can see, this is related to the application. So what are we gonna do is, let me show you the table. Over here, as you can see in this table, that the hive name, and we have discussed this previously. So this is a software hive and this contains the stuff. Their location is this. So what we will be doing is to load the software hive and then we will find out the uninstall program, because when we are done install the program, he would probably want to delete it. So we will be checking the uninstall programs. Now let's go to the machine and load the software hive from over here. Let's select the software hive and then let's click on the OK. Let's wait for it a little bit. It will get loaded and then we can further proceed. Okay, so the hive is loaded. What we are going to do next is we will open the root directory and then we will go to the Microsoft. Let's search for the Microsoft. And now what we will be looking is to find the Windows directory. Let's search it down here. It will be most probably down here, not at the top. Yes, here it is. Now let's open this, and what we are going to do next is to find the current version. Here it is. and then we will look for the uninstalled directory in this current version. So let's see. Okay, I have find the uninstall. Now I have clicked on this, and over here on this timestamp we will click to find the latest one. Let's scroll a little bit and find. As you can see, on October 21 this program was installed. So what we are going to do now is to copy this name or just remember it, and then we will put it over there on the answer to check if this is correct or not. So let's move to this side and let's go over here down, and finally we have found the answer. Now the second question is, what is a full path where the user launched the application found in question 1 from? This looks like this is all related to the user hive. So let's go to table above. So here, as you can see, this contains the user related information. So what we are going to do is to load this hive, and then we will go and find out the exact path. So let's go here and load the hive. So let me click here and let's click on this and open. So we will be opening the root directory, and then we will now, after clicking on the Microsoft, we will look for the window anti directory. Let's see over here down. Now let's expand this as well. Then we are going to click on the current version, and then we will try to look for, we will then click on this one, and then this one, and then finally we will click on the stored directory. As you can see, we have all the file that was run and their exact path. The question that was asked from us was to find this path. So we have find the path. We will now copy this path and then paste it over there. So let's copy this and paste it over here. Now the third question that was asked from us is, which value was added by the application to maintain persistent on startup? So what we are going to do, this seems like related to the software hive. So we will be going to the Microsoft directory and then current version. Let me go actually to that tab and go over there. Let's first close this hive and go back to the software hive. Over here we have already selected the Microsoft, and then let's go find the window one. It was down there, so let's go there, and yes, here it is. And then we will click on the current version, and now we will look for the run directory. So let's go down here, let's click on the run now. So what we are going to do, let's reread the question, which value was added by the application to maintain persistent on startup. So we will be looking for the value. So the value here is, so as you can see over here, this specific value was added to run that specific exe for the persistent purpose. So what we are going to do is to copy this value, and then we will paste it over there. And as you saw, that was the correct path. Now we are going to click on the check, and we will be done with this room. Hopefully you like this video, and I will see you in the next one.